Hello guys, my name is Anna and I'm from Ukraine, and I vlog daily to keep you updated on the real life situation in my country during this awful war with Russia. And I hope that following my videos you will be able to see how we win, and we're very grateful for the support and confidence that you give Ukraine in this existential battle. And today I feel like my video is going to be more personal and more emotional because I want to describe you this awful drone night in the way I feel it right now. I have always liked end of December, beginning of January, because this is a holiday season, a festive season, a Christmas period. There are so many good holidays that we celebrate that bring presents, inspiration, and a feeling of love and, I don't know, calmness. I think these are very important elements of these holidays. And for a long period of time, we celebrated Christmas on the 7th of January, as some Orthodox churches, including Russian, under which influence we were for a long period of time. This can be explained in a very simple way. When the world switched to new calendar, to the Gregorian one, we switched to it too in our everyday life, so our dates are just similar as yours. But in the church life, some chose to stay and to follow Julian calendar, and as a result we had this 2 weeks difference in the celebration of holidays. But recently, for the last 5 years or so, more and more Ukrainian Orthodox people switched to the celebrating of Christmas on the 25th of December, and my family does the same, and I plan to do it this year because I believe we can celebrate the birth of Jesus every day, and we don't know exactly when was the day of his birthday, so it's not that important whether you celebrate it on the 7th of January or on the 25th of December or whenever you want it. But I'm telling you this because according to this Orthodox calendar, Julian calendar, the one that is popular in Russia and was recently popular in Ukraine, the 19th of December is St. Nicholas Day. Not the 6th of December, but 2 weeks later, the 19th of December. And the night before St. Nicholas is a magical night. Here in Ukraine, we believe that this is the day when the saint brings presents for good children and puts them under pillow, and sticks for bad children to be punished for their misbehavior. So you expect something good and nice to happen this night, and I don't know, angels walking the skies. And in Ukraine, it is totally different. You have drones that attack your infrastructure objects, and come they from this dark demon lands of Russia. They like to spoil all holidays possible, and I know that many different escalations always took place on Christmas, when we had anti-terroristic operation in the east of Ukraine, on Easter. They are very bloodthirsty, and sometimes I cannot even believe how evil they are and how they don't try to hide it. They simply demonstrate their black souls, and this is so vivid. Like, when you could see the depiction of such evil in a movie, you would think, oh my god, the director exaggerated, people are never that bad. But we see Russia, we see Putin, we see people who support him, and they are that bad. So imagine that Kyiv and region at night, snow falling, beautiful houses covered with layers of snow on the roofs. I don't know, when it's frosty and now it's -6, you can hear the snow squeak or what when you walk. And it's a very pleasant sound, and like tasty food, children waiting for presents, praying for peace and victory for Ukraine and all the world. And what do they get from the skies? Russian kamikaze drones. I hate the sound of drones. I hated it before the war. For me, it was like when I felt the drone is near, you know that I'm afraid of robots. I'm also like, drones are robots for me, and I don't like when they follow me on festivals or elsewhere. Of course, I'm not trying to hit them, but I don't feel very comfortable when I know that the drone is following me, because I do have the feeling it's following me. So for me, they have always been this like evil creatures, and like when they come at night before the St. Nicholas Day from this dark side of Russia, I believe that like we have to finally win over this darkness. Many of these Iranian Shahed drones were destroyed by Ukrainian armed forces, like the majority. It seems to me that Kyiv was attacked by 23 of them and 18 were destroyed. But they also managed to destroy our infrastructure objects. In Kyiv region, they have damaged 9 houses and hurt 3 people. And this is what modern war is. Have you ever thought of drones as weapons? I haven't, but now, like, the very first association that I have with a drone is war, Russia and Iran. And like, we see that these countries, outsiders that are supposed to be isolated, that are sanctioned, still able to do whatever they want. Iranians who execute the best people of their country, their future, and Russians who erase Ukrainians and continue buying drones from Iranians and developing their military industry. This is all very sad because it demonstrates that evil is strong and the battle is going to be very complicated. And what is worse, Putin continues his nuclear blackmail because one of the drones flew very close to the nuclear object on the territory of southern Ukrainian nuclear power station. And of course, like, even if they didn't plan an explosion and it's a desire to demonstrate strength and like the game of muscles, if you say this, because we say it in Ukrainian, the play of muscles, this is nonsense because this is a gadget. Even if you don't want it to explode, something may happen. I don't know, a wind or something goes wrong with it, and it could have caused serious destructions and a nuclear explosion and like deaths to thousands of people and like serious trouble to the planet in general. But what are we surprised of? This is Putin and the way he treats the world. And recently I have listened to one of the new videos of Vlad Wexler, whom I respect greatly, where he analyzed the danger of this nuclear escalation, and like, it feels like Ukraine is not the final point for Putin in his war, and he just like starts with Ukraine, so we are a starter for him. So that's why it is very important to stop it all here, also to make Ukraine the end of Putin, his regime, and Russian Empire, no matter what shape it takes, as empire, as Soviet Union, as Ruski Mir. But it has to be stopped, and it has to be very well cleaned, and it has to be like processed, cured, and then forgotten forever. So when you doubt maybe we should stop, when you feel war fatigue, think about this: Ukraine covered with snow, with electricity outages, these villages and cities that are like warmed with human unity, candles on the windows, tangerines, children playing, praying, and drones, kamikaze drones, flying with explosions to kill innocent civilians just because they want to speak Ukrainian, they want to travel the world, they want to choose their own president, and they want to protect their own borders. They want to be Ukraine, and Russians, they want the whole world to be ugly, gloomy Ruski Mir. Of course, this won't happen because, like, we are able to destroy their drones. We have our allies, we have strong Ukrainian armed forces, and we have God by our side, because this is honestly war between bad and evil. No matter how you call it, no matter whether you are religious or not, this war is very vivid. There is a borderline between good and evil, between freedom and oppression, between democracy and authoritarianism. And thank you so much that in this battle you are on our side. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, because I believe the world needs to know more about Ukraine. If you support my ideas, please share this video. Thank you for buying me coffees and becoming my patrons. I feel like Saint Nicholas is very kind to me and I was a good girl. No. And most importantly, thank you for being with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!